Before we start talking about Chapter 8, we need to take some time to talk about working with decks of cards and working with dice. Chapter 8, we're basically looking at probability, and a lot of the examples they do involve decks of cards and working with dice. So here I've got a typical deck of cards, and we have basically, well, these are called spades. And you got, this is called ace, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is a jack, queen, and king. This is a set of hearts, same layout. These are a set of diamonds, and these are clubs. And so you have a total of 13 spades, 13 hearts, 13 diamonds, and 13 clubs. And each of spaded, hearts, diamonds, and clubs are called suits. So if we turn to page 132 of our workbook, the total number of deck of cards is going to be 13 times 4, which would be 52 cards. Number 2 says how many suits are there? Well, we just said there's 4 suits. And our suits here are spades, hearts, diamonds, and clubs. How many black suits? Well, the spade and the clubs are black, so there'd be 2, which means there's also 2 red suits. And each suit here has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So it'd be 13 cards. Now listing all the cards, the first card is an ace. Then we have a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and a 10. The remaining suits are a jack. So the remaining cards in the suit are a jack, queen, and a king. And number 8, what's the name on the card with an A on it? That's an ace. And when we talk about a picture or face card, we're talking about the jack, queen, and king, because they have a picture of a face. So each suit here is going to have 3 face cards. You have 4 suits. So that'd be 3 times 4 or 12 face cards. Let's turn the page. So now it asks us how many even number cards are there in a deck. Let's start with a suit. So we have the 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times 4 would be 20. How many odd number cards are there in a deck? So we're looking at the 3, 5, 7, 9. We're not counting the ace. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 per suit. So 4 times 4 would be 16. How many non-number cards are in a deck? 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 4 non-numbered times 4 would be 16. What is the lowest numbered card in a deck of cards? That would be our 2. The highest number would be a 10. How many black cards are in a deck? Well, there's 13 spades and 13 clubs, so that's 13 plus 13 is 26. Which, if there's 26 black face cards, there are 26 red face cards. So how many black non-number cards there are in a deck? Alright, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then another 4 down here. So that's 4 and 4 is 8. How many cards have values between 3 and 8 inclusively? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 per deck, or sorry, per suit, excuse me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 per suit, times 4 suits. That'd be 24 cards. And then number 20, what is the total number of jacks and queens in a deck of cards? Well, we have 4 jacks and 4 queens, so that'd be 8. So do take some time to kind of familiarize it with. I did put a copy of this. It's actually one I have on canvas is in color, so you can print that out. This is black and white. I don't have a color printer here in my home office. Now, next objectives, we want to talk about working with dice. So we're going to complete the following table and then answer the following. Each entry is equal to the sum of the number on the top and the number on the leftmost side. So this is like if I'm rolling 2 die. So if one die is 1 through 6 and the other one is also 1 through 6, and just finding out what the total on those die is. So here 1 plus 1 is 2, 2 plus 1 is 3, 1 plus 3 is 4, 1 plus 4 is 5, 1 plus 5 is 6, 1 plus 6 is 7, 2 plus 1 is 3, 2 plus 2 is 4, 2 plus 3 is 5, 2 plus 4 is 6, 2 plus 5 is 7, 2 plus 6 is 8, 3 plus 1 is 4, 3 plus 2 is 5, 3 plus 3 is 6, 3 plus 4 is 7, 3 plus 5 is 8, and 3 plus 6 is 9. 4 plus 1 is 5, 4 plus 2 is 6, 4 plus 3 is 7, 4 plus 4 is 8, 4 plus 5 is 9, 4 plus 6 is 10, 5 plus 1 is 6, 5 plus 2 is 7, 5 plus 3 is 8, 5 plus 4 is 9, 5 plus 5 is 10, 5 plus 6 is 11, 6 plus 1 is 7, 6 plus 2 excuse me, is 8, 6 plus 3 is 9. 6 plus 4 is 10. 6 plus 5 is 11. And 6 plus 6 is 12. So the first question asks, what are the different sums you can get when you roll 2 dice? Well, we can get any number between 2 and 12. And technically, if I wanted to say this correctly, I would say we would get integers between 2 and 12 inclusively. So if you roll 2 dice, how many ways can you get a sum of 6? So I'm just looking here, I got 6. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 5 ways. If you roll 2 dice, how many ways can you get a sum of 1? Well, there's no 1 here. So that would be none. If you roll 2 dice, how many ways can you get a sum of 11? All right, so looking back up here, got 1, 2. If you roll 2 dice, what is the most likely sum you would get? Well, that would be 7. Because we have 6 sevens, we have 5 eighths, and only 5 sixes. So 7 would be the most likely sum. Whereas 2 and 12 would be my least likely. And then number 7 asks, if you roll 2 dice, how many ways can you get doubles? Means the numbers match. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, and 6, 6. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that'd be 6 ways.